Lessons on lessons on lessons, y'all. So I had yet another epiphany. And the title of this is going to be called I Choose Me. I might have made a video saying this before, but I'm going to say it again. I choose me. Man, I just turned 43 yesterday, but I'm forever 25. Anyway, I think it's a retrograde. So I'm really taking this time to like reflect back on my life, to think back through childhood and all the different phases in my life. And my life hasn't been an easy one. It really hasn't. It's like having different stamped across your forehead. I mean, when everybody was right-handed, I was left-handed. Now I'm ambidextrous, okay? And, oh, man. My voice carries. It always have. I annoyed people. Growing up, people were annoyed by my presence. Maybe because it was just too potent for their adultness. I don't know. But a lot of people didn't really too much care for me because I was outspoken, highly opinionated. Man, I promise y'all, back then I didn't say half the shit that I be saying now because I'm grown, boy. I couldn't wait to get grown. I could not wait to get grown when I was a kid. I was so anxious to get grown. Not to drink and do adult shit, but just to speak my motherfucking mind, yo. I've been on the road ever since. And so, you know, even just, I remember, you know, in the first grade, my teacher saying I was hyperactive. And I guess trying to convince my mom to get me evaluated and to get some Ritalin for me and shit. People in my family used to call me slow, shit like that. Bitch, I was smart as fuck. I was, am, and is, and will be smart as fuck. I own that shit. So let me tell you, teacher tried to say something was wrong. She's hyperactive. She's, you know, you might need to get her checked out. Get her some medicine. Probably want to have me put on Ritalin and some shit. My mom won't go on for that. And I love my mom. And I honor and I salute her for standing up for me. And it's a true story. I don't like telling other people's stories, but it's a pivotal moment because she is a part of me. But when my mom was young, she had a teacher that didn't like her. That mama did her work. She made good grades on the test. But because the teacher suggested it to her parents to hold her back, that's what happened. So I think because of that, and maybe other things, why my mama fought so hard for me. She won't hearing that shit. She told that teacher basically to fuck off and kiss her ass, but in a nice way. And as a result, back in the 80s, that's when I was a kid, we had something called the California Achievement Test. And I scored so high in the nation, not in the district, not in the school, but the fucking nation. Not even the state, the fucking nation. I scored one of the highest scores to the point that I was exempt from the SATs in high school. But they want to call me slow. Yeah, I was different. I processed things different. I reacted different. I was just different. And I think my differentness, if it's such a word, kind of force people to look at their norm. Why she gotta be like that? Or they don't understand some shit. Or like a crab in a bucket ass mentality. Don't, you know, how dare you give somebody some props that's been raised up with you and we gone through the same shit every day. I can't dare give this motherfucker no props type shit. That's the type of energy I dealt with pretty much my whole life. I felt antagonized growing up. Like, I ain't gonna say my childhood was all bad because I'm not a victim. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just sharing my story. Like, yo, I was the one that got picked on. If it was a side to be chose, it damn sure wasn't me. And so I had to learn early on to kind of fend for myself, you know? So school was a challenge in a sense, but I always was smart. I paid attention. I did good. I'm not going to say I excelled, but I did pretty fucking swell in my classes, especially the ones I enjoyed, like science, okay? Social studies and shit. I did good in that. I understood what was being taught. You know what I'm saying? But I can't tell you from this day, like I know what a vowel is and I know what nouns and verbs and shit like that, but all that other shit, I don't know. Anyway, point is, school has been a challenge. In high school, they withheld my diploma from me, saying that I didn't get credit for some courses, but it turns out that I did, and my diploma and my transcripts says basically that I graduated before my class. But, you know, like I said, education, school has always been a challenge. Me furthering my education has always been a challenge. I've gotten so far to 2 weeks from graduation and was dropped from the class type shit and turned right back around and went back the next semester and got what the fuck I went there for. I had, when going to school for medical assistant, was put on maternity leave because I was having preterm contractions and shit. And, you know, I was told I had to do the whole program over again, even though I did not only miss 1 day because I had to go to court. In that whole entire program, I did all my work. I never had no missing assignments, and I scored pretty high on my test. I walked out that bitch with a 3.75 GPA, yet these bitches telling me I had to repeat the program. So I had to go through so much red tape because I won't take no for a fucking answer. And I finally got to I can't remember the title, but basically the head of the Department of Education of the school. And so I had to prove to this person that I did this program and that I also did an externship and was working as a medical assistant. So because of that, that's how I ended up getting, you know, my certification as a medical assistant. But yeah, life has been an uphill battle. But one thing I'm going to tell people is to never give up on yourself. Never fucking give up on yourself. Some roadblocks are put in your path to strengthen, okay? Strengthen you and your character. It's not meant for you to give up. So many people give up when they being rejected or when they told no. People feel cheated, like, I can't do this shit again. I be done snapped. No, you got to keep pushing. You can't give up on yourself. That's what motherfuckers want. Sometimes it's things that was put on your bloodline that was destined for you to fail. Something from way in the past to be put on your life now. you can give up. I mean, it's like nobody can take shit away from you. You got the fucking, like, you can't take no for, you cannot take no for an answer. That's always been my drive. Like, no, I don't give a fuck what challenge come against me. If I say, this is what the fuck I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna get, this is what I want, that's what's gonna fucking happen, period. So, life has been an uphill battle. I've been challenged in every way. I've been mad, humble in so many ways. I dim my light for people in the past just to try to show them, hey, I genuinely care for you type shit. But that was a disservice against me. And that's probably why I stayed in a cycle so long, because I was doing a disservice against my own spirit. So at this point in my life, I ain't downplaying myself for no fucking body, yo. I'm not going to make myself small in your presence. I'm not going to like watch what I say in your presence. If you a sensitive fuck, you need to stay the fuck away from me, because I ain't for you. I'm like Everclear when you used to drinking old duels. You feel me? This ain't your arena, boo-boo. So if I'm too potent for you and you tolerated me, that's your cue to leave. Then leave. Then leave. You feel me? You don't got to stick around. But people, man, this is really, I came to this point, like, even sometimes my children antagonize me. Children gonna be children. That's what people say all the time. They gonna be kids. They gonna do kid shit. Okay. Did I antagonize my mother growing up? Yeah. Was I very, what's the word? Not hell-bent. That's what I want to say. Hell-bent on making a person see my perspective. Yeah. Argumentative. Yeah. Determined to have my way. Yeah. My children, yeah, they do the same shit to me. Okay. So, yeah. I don't see it as a punishment. I see it more so as a phase that children go through. I'll light one up on this. I'll be having days where I'm just like, I'm really over parenting. I love my kids. I do. I sincerely love my children. But some days it feels like an uphill battle. Like, man, why am I doing this? And doing it by myself. I really don't feel like there is no village. It's just me and the kids. But I do gotta say that I got this one cousin that through our experience, through our being homeless and all of that shit, I had this one cousin that really fucking truly has me and my family's back. And it ain't just words, it's actions. Over and over again. Actions like consistency. Loyalty. God bless you, cousin. My cousin Darian. See, I typically don't name drop because I don't know how people feel, but I don't think he'd be bothered by me saying that. Darian, I love you with my whole heart. I wish so many blessings on you. I really do. Wholeheartedly, sincerely. Thank you for being there for me and my family. It takes a village. I feel like I got a lot of responsibility. And as time passes, there's more responsibility added to me. And my shoulders, my arms, they are strong, but they get tired. I'm out here doing God's work. Caring for the elderly. People with dementia. Giving sight to the blind. And when I say give sight to the blind, I don't mean physical eyes. I mean spiritual eyes. Giving people clarity on what's holding them up, what's keeping them from reaching goals and shit. I'm a Libra. I'm a true Libra, y'all. I equally carry dark and light. Like my trees over there. Like, look. Yin and yang type energy. Like that, I'm equally both good and evil for real. Like, seriously. And people who have really, like, fucking crossed me, man, I really could fuck you motherfuckers the fuck up. Like, but I don't want to. Seriously, I really don't even have no desire to fuck nobody up. But you definitely can get and will get and should get karma. And I might chuckle a bit. It might be a little satisfying to my soul to see the scales balance out. And the time, effort, and energy people put into plotting and getting over on folks took a lot. Like, you put that much effort into like living in falsehood, but won't put that much effort and energy into bettering yourself or understanding yourself or something outside of yourself. See, I want to talk about self-absorption. So, people tend to look at being self-absorbed as something negative. It can be both negative and positive. And here's my opinion on it. So, I'm self-absorbed right now. I'm all about me. Meaning that, okay, what typically I'll stop what I'm doing to help another person in need. And I pour all this energy into that person just for that person not to appreciate what the fuck was given. So, hold on. Okay. So, becoming self-absorbed, like, okay, now I'm just going to keep my energy to myself. That's one way of being self-absorbed. Like, okay, I choose to be in seclusion, or I choose to just be solo or celibate, or, you know, going within type energy. But then there's a type of self-absorption, whereas some people have a false sense of entitlement to others. And they feel as if they are entitled to other people's resources or their energy or their time or whatever the case is. And so their self-absorption is all about feeding themselves and their ego and whatever desires that they have or whatever it is that they want at the expense of somebody outside themselves. So, in other words, not putting the effort, time, and energy into fixing yourself or providing or, you know, providing for yourself or giving to yourself. So instead, you take the time, energy, and effort to plot, to premeditate, to, you know, scheme and strategize on how to take someone of their resources. I can't get with that. I don't want no parts of that. And that shit is flat out wrong. So you consciously know what the fuck you doing. Because it's like over time, over time, you continuously make the effort to perpetuate the cycle. That shit crazy. I can't fuck with that type of energy. And so let me just say this again. I have access to both dark and light. It wouldn't be hard to hex up a motherfucker. It's not hard to access resources, knowledge, or whatever it takes to destroy a motherfucker. I think if I was back in the 1800s or whatever, back in them days, I would probably be considered a two-headed doctor. Boy, people just don't know. 43, man, I really gotta pat my fucking self on the back. 43 years of living, and from day one, and I know, like, I don't feel singled out or none of that shit. I ain't the only one. We all born into a fucked up world. But I've been on this bitch 43 fucking years, dog. I ain't on no drugs. I smokes my weed, and I ain't gonna fucking, that ain't no drug. Kiss my ass if you think it is. But I'm drug free, all that shit. And I'm raw dogging life, dog. I've been challenged by everything and everybody from the fucking workforce to my own motherfucking family, dog. Co-workers. People call themselves being friends and loved ones, and I ain't killed a motherfucker yet. That shit is amazing. I gotta pat my motherfucking self on the fucking back. That's some amazing fucking shit. Like, to have the knowledge and the awareness that I got of people and their hearts and their intentions, still loving motherfuckers past all that shit, and they cross the fuck out of you, compete with you, all types of shit, throw dirt on your fucking name. Not a single murder charge. My record good, dog. And it's only up from here. I feel fucking great right now. I feel fantastic. I'm proud of my fucking self. I'm proud of me, man. Man, if you ever did me dirty, consider yourself blessed. If you still alive to hear this, to witness this shit, you are a lucky son of a bitch. You are. All that I carry, all that I've been through, the lack of resources, still able to raise 3 able-bodied children. Keep us fed, clothed, and sheltered. All these years with no village. Now, it ain't just solely, we had help along the way. We had rams in the bush. We had people that helped us out. And every one of them, they know who they are. And I thank y'all. But I've been raw dogging this shit for a long time. Through postpartum depression. Through breakup. Through broken engagements. Through homelessness. Through being fired. Through failing a math class multiple times. Through anxiety, depression, through exposure of the truth of how people really feel about you, through spiritual growth, through weight gain, weight loss, depression, homelessness, to losing something you love, to losing people you love, to a pandemic, to being on the front lines of the fucking pandemic, to watching patients you love and got attached to die. They had to clean their bodies to present them to their families and roll them down to the morgue. Man, I've been through some fucking shit. Greater that is she that is in me, or however that Bible verse goes. But Lama Dama, the Lama Damas in me, the mothers, the primordial mothers, shine through me. Let me be a living testimony for those voices who were silenced through the years, who were killed because of their knowledge and awareness of the truth and telling people boldly their truths, they ugly fucking truths, and being murderful. I do this shit for y'all. To the women who've been oppressed, who people that's supposed to love you take micro stabs and microaggressions against your self-esteem. I do this for you.